cabinets and countertops.
Big savings, short month.
Now is the time to buy at Ed Rogers Valley Ford. Get in the new Ford you've been dreaming of. A 2024 Ford Escape, $7,000 off MSRP, just $24,985 after rebate.
Make your escape with the SUV to carry the family and all the necessities: clothes, sports equipment, groceries.
Test drive a new Ford Bronco at Ed Rogers Valley Ford. Power to get the work done. And right now, get up to $19,200 off MSRP. Several Broncos in stock now.
The Ford F-150 is tough, always has been, always will be. Your 2024 F-150 is waiting at Ed Rogers Valley Ford. Save $8,550 off MSRP right now.
Talk about power. Talk about luxury. The Ford Expedition and Expedition Max combines them both. $12,000 off MSRP.
Big savings, short month.
And the clock's ticking, so get to Ed Rogers Valley Ford right now. 111 Auto Lane in Sparta. Or view all the current inventory at EdRogersValleyFord.com.
Big savings now.
Experience the difference at Los Trojas Cantina Mexican Restaurant. Distinctive Mexican cuisine with Cinco 6 to 9 p.m. on Tuesday nights. With Taco Tuesdays, $1.99 street tacos, and 2-for-1 beer specials every day, and all draft and bottled beer from 8 p.m. to close. Home of the Margarona. Los Trojas Cantina, across from Ascension St. Thomas on Sparta Street. Open every day and Sundays.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Discover The Well at Tree City. Sip on expertly crafted cocktails, savor fine wines, or enjoy zero-proof sips. There's something for everyone.
Mondays, 2-for-1 beers. Wednesdays, wind down with 50% off any bottle of wine. And on Thursdays, get $2 off any well-made libation and delicious bar bites.
Experience the elegant atmosphere and let their knowledgeable bartenders mix up your next favorite drink.
The Well at Tree City, where every pour tells a story.
Cheers to great nights!
Visit The Well at Tree City. Must be 21 or older. Please drink responsibly.
Are you tired of being judged or compared to someone or something? Well, we here at USA Gym are too. We come in all different shapes and sizes with a variety of goals and ideas. At USA Gym, we are 29,000 square feet with a huge variety of equipment in different rooms. For those that want cardio, we've got the latest equipment. Machines, we've got you covered with our women's only section and the Nautilus room. Not a lot of time to work out? You can get one of our extended hours key fob and come in before work or after. Or try our 30-minute total body circuit express. Here at USA Gym, we're about keeping you healthy. Come check us out. 473-9355.
From the WBMC studio in McMinnville, Tennessee, you're listening to Town Talk with your host, Raven Young.
Good morning. Welcome to Town Talk with Raven Young and Justin Reed.
Hello.
Thanks for being here with us this morning, getting your day started. We appreciate all of our listeners. We are located in downtown McMinnville at 230 West Colville Street. We would love to hear from some of our listeners today. If you'd like to give us a call, 931-473-9383. Or we are live on Facebook, and you can actually comment and interact with us there. So
we'd like to hear from them on phone or on the page, not necessarily. We're not doing that coffee thing like we were last week.
No, we're not doing the coffee thing where it's pop in, pop out, and a big howdy do. But we are here, and we'd love to hear from our listeners.
It's just a moderate howdy do today.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, either way, thanks to all of our listeners for being here with us, getting your morning started. We got Whistle Britches in the corner booth in there as well. Not paying attention?
The John Williams booth.
Sorry, I was reading text.
I know. I've got to read. I haven't read it yet either, so I'm working on it, but I'm still doing stuff. So
yeah, I haven't read the text messages because when we get text messages during the show, I generally can't read them while I'm talking all at the same time. So I have to wait till we go to break to actually answer things.
I know. Then that leaves Whistle Britches and I to try to steer you in one direction.
Okay, go for it.
Well, we're working on it. Trust us. It's a 2-hour work in progress every day from 7 to 9, replay from 6 to 8.
Yeah. Well, we have a great show lined up today. We are going to be talking with Sarah Cantrell from she works with the Warren County School Board and School System, and we will be talking with her. Normally we have Grant Swallows in, but we are mixing it up a little bit today with employees for the school system, so we'll have Sarah in. So I'm really excited to talk to her.
Do you think this is because he came in an additional time, not on his scheduled Tuesday?
No, he texted me and said that he had a meeting that he wasn't able to get out of, and so he was having Sarah come in.
Were there any
place.
air quotes in that text?
There was not.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure this out.
All right, kids, do you hear that?
To be
what
honest,
you want to do if you want to get out of an engagement?
He
have a meeting.
Volunteered for us to call him as well if we wanted to.
Because he's that good of a guy.
He is. So he's not trying to get out of it.
I know. I'm just giving him a hard time.
Yeah. But I'm excited to be able to talk to Sarah. So I've known Sarah since we were kids and went to gymnastics together.
Right? Well, I didn't go gymnastics together. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But she's a very interesting person and well-spoken, and I really enjoy getting to talk to her. So I'm kind of excited about the mix.
This will be fun.
Yeah. So we'll have...
Dr. Swallows, we love it when you come in as well. Don't misconstrue this.
We may have to have another special session with him to make up for it.
I was going to say, we only have so many Tuesdays. Yes.
Special session, that word may scare him.
You think so?
Well, that's what they do up there in the state.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's how the school voucher bill got passed.
Mm-hmm,
you may get scared.
Yeah.
Them legislatures.
All right. Well, so that will be around 8 o'clock. We'll have Sarah in. We will also be doing Swap and Shop at 7:45. So if anybody would like to give us a call for that or submit anything in writing to be added to our clipboard, you are welcome to.
There was something new today. Did you see it?
I have it on the
That was
clipboard.
hanging out of the mailbox when I walked in.
Perfect. So you can drop that off at 230 West Colville Street in writing. We'll add it to the clipboard, or you can give us a call at 7:45 at 931-473-9383 and be able to be on air for Swap and Shop. So we do that every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:45.
Can they also drop it off at Begonias because they know that they'll see?
As long as
Seth
it has
will
my
see you at some
name on
point.
it, as long as it has my name on it, they will get it to me. I promise.
Auxiliary address there.
Yeah.
See, I was going to say P.O. Box 563, McMinnville 37111, because that's our parent company's P.O. Box.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know that, did you?
I didn't have that one memorized.
Nope. When Main Street Media took over, I said, we should probably get a P.O. Box, so that's sometimes easier to tell people over the airwaves.
Okay. I'm glad you know things like that.
That's what I'm here for.
Appreciate it.
I don't know any of these things. I don't memorize any of that.
Yeah. Well,
nobody knows.
I have a few things memorized now. But
I know that this address is 230 West Colville, and that's it.
Do you know our phone number?
No.
I was going to say, which one?
The one that I repeat.
Okay. I was going to say,
multiple times a day.
931-473 something, 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 something.
Yes.
That was the right tone. He could have got that one.
He could have, but he didn't. So it's going to be a fun show.
I'm looking forward to it. I am excited for some news that we have coming up to be able to talk about. I heard some of your news as I was driving in this morning, and, and there was something in particular that I thought we could talk about that I thought was
interesting. As I was recording the news, I went, I wonder which one Raven would want to comment on the most. Got to know your co-host, folks. Okay. So now, as I was coming, because I was coming in before you were, and I was coming in before Whistle Britches, and that sun was just starting to come up. And I tell you, I saw a nice little silhouette as I turned on to Main Street, and I saw all the church steeples, and then I saw this big, blaring American flag with a light on it right out front of Security Federal.
Oh, yeah.
That was your segue to talk about Security Federal.
Yeah, okay. I was wondering
well-oiled machine, folks.
Wondering where you were going with that one.
Natural. Live read.
Town Talk, the home of natural segues.
So Sabrina Keaton and the lending team at Security Federal Savings Bank can help turn your life goals into accomplishments, whether it's purchasing a home or just debt consolidation. Security Federal Savings Bank will keep it simple. Security Federal Savings Bank, the friendliest bank in town, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
There we go.
So thanks to all of our friends over at Security Federal for being sponsors of this segment of Town Talk. We appreciate them and everything that they do for our community.
Okay.
And I bet it was a beautiful sight this morning.
It sure
was.
It's
actually pretty. I think it's going to be a nice day today. I don't think it's supposed to be gloomy. No,
it's still going to be cool, but
but
not gloomy.
Yes, we're going to have some sun, and I think we're supposed to start warming up after today.
I hope so.
Today's supposed to be...
Just when they kick the heat back on in the building.
Yeah, today's supposed to be the cold day. Yep. Low of 50. Tomorrow 64. So we'll start going up.
Okay. That sounds good with me.
All right.
Okay,
well,
time for bump music.
We are going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we have more news for you, so everybody stick with us.
You don't want to keep talking? This is Town Talk on Facebook. You can catch the replay this afternoon.
Good job, Justin.
I tried.
Get ready for the anniversary celebration at Warehouse Discount Groceries. Ground chuck, $3.99 a pound. Chuck roast, $4.59 a pound. Lux beans, 69 cents each. And also Humpty Dumpty chum salmon, 2 for $5. Tide Simply Detergent, 105 to 117 ounce, selected varieties, $5.99 each. It's Warehouse Discount Groceries. Be sure to check out the full-service deli featuring meats from Charter Reserve. Open 7 days a week at 835 Smithville Highway.
Lester's Body Shop is located at 212 Old Morrison Road in the West Riverside area. Owner Terry Fowler values all of his customers. He is the best place to take your car, truck, van, or SUV for any type of body work. And one estimate from Lester's is all you need. Friendly, professional, reliable, and dependable. That's Terry and the gang at Lester's Body Shop, 212 Old Morrison Road. Call 473-5421.
Where can you go to spend some quality up-close and personal time alone with none other than 3 Star Cinema? Head over to the most affordable and convenient place in town featuring the latest releases fresh on the silver screen. 3 Star Cinema.
Now showing Working Man, rated R, Minecraft, rated PG, The Woman in the Yard, rated PG-13, Snow White, rated PG, and Paddington in Peru, rated PG.
Sparta Street, McMinnville. 3 Star Cinema, where the stars come out at night.
Did you know that NHC was the first Medicare-certified home health care agency in Tennessee? NHC Home Care has been committed to providing exceptional care. The reason for our success, we hire great clinicians who go above and beyond for our patients. And one of those is Jamie Harriman. Jamie has been practicing for over 32 years. When asked what she loves most about her job, she stated, seeing my patients get better and gain their independence back. So remember, when you need home health care services, ask for NHC Home Care and experience the NHC difference. Serving you for over 50 years.
Douglas and Lanier, that's where I choose to be. Douglas and Lanier, that's the agency for me.
For rock-solid insurance coverage or sound financial planning for my family's future, Douglas and Lanier is where I choose to call home.
Call Douglas and Lanier, your local Erie agents, at 811 Faulkner Springs Road, McMinnville, at 931-474-0044.
Brian Kell here to talk about Ben Lomond Connect's managed IT. We need to
tell them about how we can set up a robust network.
Okay, Michael Lawrence. We also
need to talk to them about how we can do security awareness training.
I was going to mention that.
Also, folks need to understand that cloud backup is essential.
At Ben Lomond Connect,
we can handle all your IT needs or just a case-by-case basis.
I think you've said it all.
Great. For more information on Ben Lomond's managed IT service, go to benlomondconnect.com or call your local office.
Who manages you?
Local, national, and everything in between. Here's the news.
Here, go ahead.
That's all right. You go for it.
In the news, a Tennessee bill, lowercase b, not William. Senate Bill 749, House Bill 908 seeks to raise the maximum mortgage interest rate by linking it to the average prime offer rate with a cap set at 18%.
Wait, what? Go back and read that again. I didn't hear this part of your news earlier.
In the news, just got to start over. A Tennessee bill, lowercase b, not William. Did you get that part?
I got that part.
Senate Bill 749, House Bill 908, seeks to raise the maximum mortgage interest rate by linking it to the average prime offer rate with a cap of 18%.
Huh. That's a lot of percent.
Yes. The goal is to make subordinate loans like home equity loans more accessible.
Okay.
Critics argue the bill could raise mortgage rates, making housing less affordable, especially in larger counties.
Yes.
Supporters claim its impacts will be minimal due to market fluctuations. The bill passed the House and moved to the Senate, where an attempt to recall it failed.
Huh. Is there any more information on that of like why they think that's a good idea?
I have read what was provided for the news, but you while you're on your phone there, you could look up Senate Bill 749 or House Bill 908.
Senate Bill, what was the number?
749.
749. Okay.
And Justin and I will continue the show
Go for it.
today.
Which is ironic.
Because Raven will be in her phone.
Because the next part is the one that she really wanted to comment on the news. So, in another development, a separate bill introduced by Representative Elaine Davis. I meant to look up where Elaine is at, but Senator Janice Bowling, one of our senators here, seeks to ban Red 40 in school nutrition programs. Exceptions will be made for concession stands, fundraisers, and vending machines. The bill, citing health concerns, is set for discussion in the full House.
She represents parts of western and southern Knox County.
Okay.
In the 18th district.
There we
now,
go.
this one I am for. I think getting rid of artificial dyes is a great step forward.
I am totally against it.
I know,
As a
Connor,
former
you
red
just-
dye 40 salesman, I hate this.
I just think it's great. Anywhere
But he had the red 40 wagon that he drove and everything. Ironically, it was painted red number 3, but that's a different story.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Red 3 is cheaper than red 40.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think if we're going to ban it, we should ban it. What kind of irritated me is exceptions would be made for concession stands,
Right.
fundraisers, and vending machines.
Mhm.
But I understand where they're coming from because those you're usually buying something prepackaged, a third
well,
party.
That, and also it feels like that's a little bit more of an option if you don't have to buy that. The school
Right.
lunches, I mean, those are very important.
Very much so.
So I understand kind of the difference there, but I think it should just be banned completely everywhere. Not
Across the
necessarily,
board?
Yeah, I mean, let's take it out of our food. The manufacturers, let's remove red dye 40. Let's remove the artificial dyes, yellow 5, and all the crap.
Okay.
But
Especially
it makes
remove-
it taste better.
Especially remove that.
It does not make it taste
It does.
better. It is a coloring. It is not a flavoring. It just makes it look
It's
prettier.
the perception.
Which in turn makes your mind think it
I was
tastes
going to say,
better.
he's got a point. Perception is a
Yeah,
big part of this.
Your brain thinks it tastes better, but it affects the taste.
If I get a clear cherry
at all.
drink, it's not going to taste the same
Why not?
because it's
Maybe
not
if
red.
you had a blindfold on?
No, even if I had a blindfold
Yes.
on.
No, if you had a
No.
blindfold on and you didn't know.
My mouth can feel the red.
We need to do this one day. We need to have a blind taste test.
I'm just glad that we're also on Facebook and YouTube so people can actually watch this happen. 'Cause if not, that'd be a very boring, that'd be as fun as watching a mime competition on the radio.
Well, you know.
Which I have watched, but
I know.
it was just me staring at my radio.
I think that one is a great bill that they are trying to pass. And because at a national level, they're also trying to eliminate it, which they have given the manufacturers up to like 3 years
Is
to
it
eliminate
27? 2027,
Yeah.
something like that?
Which it's like, well, that doesn't help us now.
Yeah.
You know, so I think
If they make
Well,
it
it's not
through
even
20.
that-
Oh, go ahead.
2027 is really not that far away, though.
But if they make it in 27, then some of it may still have like a stable date for a year or two after. So,
Right. Let's just get
Red
rid
dye
of it.
40 never expires.
Like,
so we're
because other countries have done it. I mean, in Europe and Switzerland and other places, they don't have all these artificial dyes there.
and in Switzerland, it's the most ironic because their flag is mostly red.
That is true.
I'm just saying.
There you go.
I wonder what dye they use for their flag.
Who knows? So, kind of in
Probably not a food dye.
in conjunction, thinking about maybe more healthy options.
Mhm.
There was an article that came out on April Fool's Day, no joking, that Caden the reporter had for the Main Street Journal titled "Where's the Beef?" And farm fresh beef
Yes.
is going to be available in Warren County lunch trays.
I'm very excited. So Barton Creek Farms is the one that is
Yes.
actually supplying that, and that's who I buy all of my beef from. We normally will buy like a quarter cow.
Okay.
Year 1 to 2 years. A quarter cow lasts a long time of beef in our house with 2 people eating it. But Barton Creek Farms is where we get all our stuff, and very high quality. I don't know if you have ever cooked any like farm fresh beef like that you've gotten locally sourced versus something
I
from
don't know.
a big
'cause
box
I'm not
store.
normally the one that cooks.
Okay, well, so I have done a comparison and gone and bought like 80-20
Yeah.
ground chuck at the big box store versus the 1 pound of ground beef that I get from locally sourced. And there is so much grease that comes out of the store-bought stuff. I don't even have to drain grease out of the
really?
locally owned beef. Like even sausage, beef, any of it. There's basically zero grease that comes out of it.
Man.
And I can just keep on cooking.
What
It's very high quality. I love
What
it.
a great unpaid for testimonial.
Sorry, you brought it up.
It's fine. We would love to have Barton Creek Farms as part of our family here. So,
well, and just in general, I mean, it's not just Barton Creek. It also
Right.
is other local farm suppliers. I mean, I know we have Davy Sneed and them who do
Mm-hmm.
beef and cattle. We have the Butcher on Main over here who has a lot of local beef and high quality beef. And just
and this is still USDA inspected processing.
absolutely
It's 100%
Yes.
the way it needs to, but it
Mhm.
doesn't have to be shipped off
correct.
to go somewhere else to
Yes.
arrive back where you are.
Yeah, but the fact that they're able to supply that to our school systems, it just gets our schools a much higher quality of food.
High school, middle school, West, East Side, and Dibble are
Yep.
currently
Mhm.
enjoying that with the ultimate goal of pushing it
Yep.
all the way.
I'm a big fan of Mary Roller, Danny Roller, all the Rollers. They're family to me, and very proud of what she has done to be able to make that happen.
So kudos to them. Kudos to the school.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a good step in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Not only the fresh beef, but also back to our news
some
story. And if you want to read,
dyes.
and we just barely scratched the surface on the Where's the Beef, which I love the title of that article. Good job, Caden, on that one.
Yep.
But Main Street Journal, www.mainstreetjournal.llc.
There's more there. Yeah.
Well, there's a whole lot more there.
I'm going to have to dig into this because when I Googled, it pulled up the bill, which is basically what you read, and didn't really have a whole lot of information on it for the home equity loans. And so I'm going to dig into that a little bit more because I'm interested about that now
and
that
then
you've mentioned
before we
it.
lose you doing your deep dive research.
I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to do it later.
Okay. Did everybody hear about Miss Jessie from Superama?
Well, I was getting ready to say, that's the news. I'm Justin Reed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yes. So I was going to look this up real quick because I saw a post and it was shared
I could help
of
you
what
get there.
exactly happened. So Miss Jessie at Superama, everybody knows her, has seen her. You go to Superama.
Yep.
I know Connor goes every single day. But anybody that has ever gone in there knows who Miss Jessie is. So she had a medical emergency a couple of days ago. And let's see. I'm trying to find the update.
Apparently airlifted to Erlanger.
To Erlanger, yes. She was in the ICU. She had a small procedure done and put on some medicine. So she does have a brain bleed, it appears.
We hope that everything is better with her soon. I tell you, it's when you get to know these people, you do it at your big box stores as well.
Mm-hmm.
But here at a local place, I mean, you see them. I mean, Connor, is there a day that goes by? I mean, we joke that you literally go there every day.
Yeah, just about and especially if you get to see Miss Jessie, she's the sweetest person.
Absolutely.
Right? So.
Yeah. So we are really asking all of our listeners and everyone here locally to keep her in your prayers. Prayers work.
Yeah, they do.
And she needs them. So we just really want to keep her in our thoughts and prayers that she recovers and is okay. So. And the accident didn't happen at work. From what
it did
I
not
understand.
happen at Superama. I can't remember where it said in the article. It was either said something about
cleaning a house or something, cleaning something. I don't know.
Yeah, cleaning a rec center. But I believe she fell down some stairs.
Yeah.
And so she has 3 brain bleeds. So she does really need some prayers, and everybody send some positive thoughts her way.
Please do.
Yeah.
And then still go see them at Superama.
Absolutely.
Because they're still keeping the lights on and still having all those great deals. Do you know what some of their great deals are? I just had an idea. See, here I am, a thinking man for 7:30, and that's kind of scary. Because coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, Raven will tell you where you can see her and Cody approximately every Friday about 5:30. Maybe we need to start doing a scheduled meet and greet with Whistle Britches about
Superama.
That's
a great
at
plan.
his specified time. I don't want to just give that out in case maybe somebody's mad at Whistle Britches, but
I'm sure there's a lot of people mad at me, honestly.
But hey, it would drive foot traffic to Superama, though.
They are located at 313 West Morford Street, phone number 931-473-2869. They are open daily, and they do have some really great deals this week. $1.89 a pound for a whole Boston butt pork roast.
Whoa.
I know.
So if you get one that's just a pound, it's just $1.89.
Yeah. I don't know
Me
that they
doing
normally
math.
cut them that small, but
But you can go back to their butcher department.
You could.
And you can ask for something special now.
absolutely could. You are correct.
Now, you know what I always judge prices by.
I know. I'm trying to get
Trying
there
to
for you.
Probably on
There we
page
go.
1.
$4.49 a pound for fresh 80% lean ground chuck. Okay. So there you go.
You know, the old man that used to sit around and talk, one of them told me one time that he always judged prices off of how much the 1 pound of ground chuck is. And so I went, well, if it's worked for him his entire life, it's probably something good for me to go by as well.
So here's something to get ready for Cookbook Club. $6.19 a pound for a USDA Choice boneless beef sirloin tip roast.
Ooh.
So I might have to head on down to Superama to see about preparing for this pot roast for, listener Kevin for Cookbook Club later in the month.
I'm glad that you brought this up. Are you just doing the meat part of the pot roast, or will there also be...
Well, there will be a whole recipe for it. So,
Okay.
yeah, there will be potatoes. So we got 99 cents a pound sweet onions.
Okay.
So you got onions that'll go into it. Normally it'll have potatoes and carrots. Let's
Yep.
see if they got carrots on here. I don't see carrots, but they do have $2.99 for a 5-pound Red Choice red potatoes.
$2.99 for how many pounds?
5 pound.
That's less than $1 a pound.
There you go.
All right.
All right, so go see our friends down at Superama. But also, everybody, please remember to keep Miss Jessie in your prayers.
Yes.
She really needs them.
She's a great community institution around downtown, and we're glad that they're just a block or two from where our station is.
Yep.
One could walk there.
I have on many occasions.
Do you walk or do you drive?
I do both.
I think it depends on how long he wants to be gone.
It's only about a block away, so.
But I also, every time I go out there, we'll get a text back and be like, "Hey,
where are you at?
We forgot to tell you.
At
We're
least
doing something."
Sometimes they walk into while I'm doing the Justin Reed show first and go, "Have you seen Connor?" And I usually just point, and they go, "Oh,
Superama. That's where he's at."
Look, he is very regular. You should just know.
Yeah, he's got to have his break.
Just about as soon as this
coffee and cigarettes.
This and Simmons is over, I'm probably gonna walk out that way.
Yeah. He's the old Lefty Frizzell tune, smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee all day long.
That's Connor.
That's Whistle Britches.
There you go.
Well, there's our news segment, www.mainstreetjournal.llc.
Okay.
You can subscribe and see all sorts of goodies.
There you go. And keep up to date with everything, because I tell you what, they're putting out some major information.
Fun articles.
And even minor information.
Yeah, that's true.
That
major,
too.
minor, and any of the other degrees you could get.
I should be careful about saying minor information because that could be taken in the wrong context.
Yeah, I mean, when I just click on the Main Street Journal website, airport hangar prices elevating, Southern Roots Boutique saluted by Chamber, Paul Willis Martin is perfect coach for Lady Pioneers.
Like those are just Simmons says back in print.
Yeah, I mean, those are some of the top stories that just first come up. But
Blessed Country was never meant to be perfect.
A wide range.
By yours truly.
Yes.
My favorite is Raven Young's elevator pit eats another person.
That must be page.
I haven't written that one yet.
That must be page 2. I'm still on page 1. Sorry.
That one's an unpublished written one. I haven't written that one
Oh,
yet.
yeah, I forget they keep denying my story.
Your request.
So
he's just jealous that we're published and he's not.
All right, we are going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to have Miss Kava on the phone for some weather, so everybody stick with us on Town Talk.
Then you must get cool, bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Why don't you head over to Chicken Chef and enjoy a fresh, made-to-order meal, or choose from the all-time favorite like the Chicken Nugget Dinner. Stop in for breakfast, order right off the menu with sausage, gravy, fresh homemade biscuits, or try their delicious tenderloin, egg, and cheese biscuit, just to name a few. Whatever your taste buds call for, you're sure to find it at Chicken Chef. They've been serving Warren and surrounding counties for over 40 years. Stop in today, Chicken Chef on the Strip in McMinnville. You can call your order in to go at 473-5020.
Make the places you care about more comfortable and energy efficient with TVA Energy Right. It all starts at EnergyRight.com, where you can find everything you need to lower your energy usage for your home or your business. Contact Caney Fork Electric Energy Advisors Dale or Chris at 931-473-3116 or go to EnergyRight.com to start living and working more energy efficiently. Caney Fork Electric along with EnergyRight.com for all your energy needs. Brought to you by Caney Fork Electric Cooperative and TVA.
Are you ready for your new Ford? Hi, this is Chris at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, inviting you to come and visit our dealership with special finance rates on that special Ford truck, Bronco, or SUV that you have been looking for. Plus a great assortment of pre-owned inventory. We are proud to be part of the local community here in Warren County and now offer complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Your Pioneer Sports Ford headquarters, Reddick Brown Ford, Manchester Highway, Morrison. Have you driven a Ford lately?
Why won't this work?
Don't lose your cool. Call Black's Heating and Air for a preseason check-in service on your central air conditioning system. It can increase the life and dependability of your unit while reducing the chances of a very sticky situation.
Unbelievable!
Get that air conditioner checked now.
This is Benny Black.
And this is Seth Black with Black's Heating and Air.
Call today, 931-668-0785.
Benny's slogan at Black's Heating and Air is, once you've had Black, you won't go back.
Mention this ad and you can get a discount.
Planning a move? McMinnville Moving and Storage has been trusted for over 60 years. Licensed, insured, and offering free quotes. Visit us at McMinnvilleMoving.com today. McMinnville Moving and Storage. Moving your past to your future.
Come by Coffee Bank and Trust today and start earning better interest and better cash back on your primary checking account. Pair it with our Better Together Saver account and maximize your earnings. If you want better rates and better returns on your money, stop by and see us today at Coffee Bank and Trust, a division of Coffee County Bank, member FDIC.
Douglas and Lanier, that's where I choose to be. Douglas and Lanier, that's the agency for me.
For rock-solid insurance coverage or sound financial planning for my family's future, Douglas and Lanier is where I choose to call home.
Call Douglas and Lanier, your local Erie agents, at 811 Faulkner Springs Road, McMinnville, at 931-474-0044.
Start your day. Kiva Starkey reporting live from the Safley Hollow Weather Center.
Good morning, Miss Kiva.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm up and at 'em.
Okay, well, that's half the battle, so here we are.
Yeah, I was talking to Connor about CB.
Wait, he actually talked to you?
Yeah, so he talked to you today?
Yes, he talked to me.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
It's because Raven didn't come in here and mess up my computer right before the show starts.
Yeah,
Didn't have any technological issues.
Kay, that she works up there a couple of days a week. She used to be there all the time, and I think she fell or something, and now she just works 2 days. And I told him, tell her that Kiva said to behave.
Uh-huh.
Or she always says, it ain't no fun to behave.
Oh, man, we might have to change our line.
Right?
But yeah, they all up there. And Miss Jessie, I might not see her every 2 months, but she knew who I was.
Oh, absolutely. I think she remembers everybody.
And I don't know how she does as many people,
right.
It comes in. But she knew, and she always knew my name.
Okay, well, like I said, we are keeping her in our prayers.
Yeah, they announced it at church Sunday about her falling. I think she was carrying out some trash or something and fell down the steps.
Mm.
Yeah, I just hate that happened. So we wish her a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Well, what do you have in the weather world for us today, Miss Kiva?
Well, it rained some more yesterday.
Oh.
I missed that.
Did it? I missed that too.
You don't say did it, Miss? Would Miss Kiva ever lie to you?
Maybe it just rained in Safley Hollow.
Oh, well, that could be true.
I'll have to check the other one and see, but
okay.
It did rain some more out here.
How much did it rain?
It rained .02.
Oh, okay.
But it did rain some more.
I mean, that's something.
It's .02.
Yeah, that's something. It rained some more. But...
And what do we have in our history for today's weather?
Okay, in 2007...
Okay.
On this morning, it got down to 21 degrees here.
Mm.
And on tomorrow, in 2011, it got up to 88.
Whoa.
Woo.
Wow. I hope we don't have that anytime soon.
But...
and today it looks like, mine's telling me we are 37 degrees in downtown McMinnville.
Yeah, we got down to 36.
Okay.
When I went in and checked, that was what our...
Well, it's warmer on this side of the building.
Yes, the heat was turned on.
No, I've
here.
got 40. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, you've got 40 on your side?
Oh, I needed to refresh mine. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Now mine's at, it's 39.
Okay, I was like, what? Okay, I'm fine with a degree difference, but 3 degrees, we are sitting right next to each other.
I needed to refresh it.
Well,
sorry.
that's why my 2 weather stations, whenever it rains, they're they're probably maybe where the outside things are that catches the rain,
right,
or maybe 30 or 40 feet apart. And sometimes there'll be a difference in the rain.
Be
One of
slightly
them will
different.
have more. And I think a lot of it, if the wind is blowing, maybe it blows the rain.
Right.
But with two weather stations, sometimes it'll have differences on it.
Okay.
But anyway,
well, what do you...
our high yesterday got all the way up to 48.
Oh. I thought it was a little warmer than that, but
winter.
We're definitely in dogwood winter. Okay.
Yeah, we're in dogwood winter. And the next one is locust, and usually it's in early May.
Okay.
But this year, the winters have been coming a couple of weeks early.
Oh, okay.
So it may be early. And then we have blackberry.
Well, if it comes early, then that just means we're going to get it over with earlier and be able to get into some nice weather.
That's a good idea.
And then we have whippoorwill is the last one.
Okay, so locust, blackberry, and whippoorwill is what's left.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we got left.
Okay.
But last year on today, we had a high of 75. 2 years ago, we had 52. And 3 years ago, our high was all the way up to 38.
Okay.
And we had .02.
Okay. It looks like we might get up to around 50 degrees for the high today, hopefully. We'll see.
Yeah, we're not supposed to have no heat wave or nothing.
Yep. Okay.
That'll work.
Well, Miss Kiva, what do you have planned for today? Anything exciting?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to rest today.
I was going to say, that sounds pretty good.
I'll tell you what, that sounds like a great plan.
Get you a double helping of that today.
Yeah. I've got to go to Murfreesboro tomorrow and see the dermatologist again.
Okay. So rest up for that long
So will
drive
you
to
be on the road when we talk to you tomorrow? Okay.
No, I made my appointment where I can be at my desk when I do the weather.
I'll tell you what, Miss Kiva is so considerate and takes her job very seriously.
Yes.
I love it.
If I'm on the road, I'll call in. And if I'm not able to be called in, I send it to Justin.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't do nearly as good of a job, but
right.
You didn't have to agree to that, but I appreciate it.
Well, Miss Kiva's the best.
I know. I think that goes without saying.
Well, I try.
All right. Well, Miss
Kiva.
It's
hard to be humble.
Oh, well, you do it. You do it well.
Yeah. Well, y'all be good the rest of the day.
We sure will try.
We're trying.
And don't be fussing and fighting.
Connor.
Yeah, Connor.
I've been quiet this entire time. Miss Kiva knows me
Connor,
as
why
nothing
are they
but Nigel.
blaming you?
I don't know, honestly.
I think everybody knows that Connor is the redheaded stepchild in there.
We're just pre-blaming
I think that you're mean to the redheaded stepchild and that you should be less bigoted.
I like how he didn't deny what you said. He still turned it back on you.
Girl.
Yeah.
We will do our best, Miss Kiva.
Okay.
All right. You have a great day.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
So I just had a thought. She was telling us to behave.
Uh-huh.
And I remember growing up, I was always told to keep your name out of the paper. Right?
Okay.
Did you ever hear that? Whistlebreak, did you ever hear that over the weekend? Keep your name out of the paper?
I did.
Okay.
Well, now, since you and I write for the Main Street Journal, it's a whole lot easier.
But now your name is in the paper.
But for a different reason.
For a good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was never specified.
Yeah.
Fair.
Connor, what's an article that you would like to write in the Main Street Journal about? You need
Let's
an
see.
op-ed piece?
Yeah, I've already asked for some and they've all been denied.
Oh, okay.
See why producers should make more money.
Yeah, that one. Why
Why the
cursing
heat-
makes you a better person.
Why the heat should not be turned on in the producer's booth.
Yep, that was a good article. And honestly, that one was the longest one I've ever written.
I know it was.
27 pages.
There you go.
And it was 27 pages of 9-point font. So we even reduced
Single
the font
spaced.
size. Yes. We even made the margin smaller.
Very passionate. But I also used a lot of those 7 words that you can't use on here. So
yeah, I don't know. Do those cross over to not being allowed in print version as well?
I think that's just more of a professional standard that they try to follow.
Probably.
I don't think it's not allowed, but
we are, a top rate, award-winning. We have award-winning writers, so we wouldn't want to tarnish that with.
Well, we're about to have to go to break.
I know. We're just waiting on you to play the bump music, bud.
Okay.
All right.
I was just waiting for someone to start saying to wrap up.
No, we're waiting on you to play it so we can talk over it and keep going. Thank you.
We are going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we have Swap and Shop coming up. So everybody give us a call.
With something new.
We do have something new on the clipboard. I think.
I've already read it.
Oh, okay.
Some good deals.
All right, 931-473-9383. Give us a call. We'll be right back with Swap and Shop.
Get her to said if I was richer, I'd still be richer. No, ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? And although there's pain in my chest, I still wish you the best. Forget
Ascension St. Thomas River Park is here to listen to you because caring for you is our #1 priority. Ascension Care Teams start by understanding you, your health, and your life to deliver care that's right for you. Now offering cardiac CT angiography services, a non-invasive cardiac exam that looks at the blood vessels that supply blood to the heart and can detect if plaque has narrowed the coronary arteries. The compassionate, personalized care you've come to expect is right here in McMinnville. We're more than just a hospital, ER, and a clinic. We want to give you hope, health, and strength.
Your family deserves better than ordinary. At the Butcher on Main, you'll find the freshest dairy delivered daily from Sunrise Dairy and real McMinnville-made jams and jellies that taste just like home. Our house-made sausage and premium meats are crafted for meals that wow. And our gourmet cheeses will have your guests asking for seconds. Need a space to celebrate? Our 1,000 square foot lounge is ready for your next event. Why settle for less? Find everything you need at 209 West Main Street, only at the Butcher on Main.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. Let me, Sabrina Keaton, help you turn your life goals into accomplishments. Here at Security Federal Savings Bank, we can assist you with buying a car, debt consolidation, purchasing a home, or remodeling your current home. Whatever your needs are, we will keep it simple at Security Federal Savings Bank. We look forward to serving you and building relationships that last generations. Security Federal Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
McMinnville, you're a part of me. McMinnville, McMinnville, Tennessee. There's nothing like you anywhere around. I'm proud to say you're my hometown.
This is Christy Partain with Graves Family Pharmacy, and we check all the boxes when it comes to family, community, and patient care. We have the best drive-thru in town where you will be greeted with a smile, and you can talk to us while being fully protected from the sun and the rain. Why go to a big box store when you can talk with local people that truly care about you and your family? Follow us on Facebook and feel free to ask questions. Come see us on Main Street at Graves Family Pharmacy, where you are much more than just a name and date of birth.
McMinnville, Tennessee.
10 years. What an honor to serve our community as Best of the Best nursing home for 10 years in a row. Did you know at NHC Healthcare that we offer a specialty in lymphedema treatment, an option for a short respite stay, and lots of local people to serve you and your family? Stop by and visit us at 928 Old Smithville Road and follow our Facebook page at NHC Healthcare McMinnville to see what really makes us the best of the best.
Good morning. Welcome back. My name is Raven Young. You are listening to Town Talk. I know. You could have kept that one going, Connor, and I would have been okay with that. That's a good song.
You know who it is?
No, but it's from Back to the Future.
His name rhymes with Chuck Berry.
Ding, Chuck Berry.
Hey, Justin got it.
Great hint.
One
there.
For the day.
All right, we are going to take a call real quick. Good morning. You're on Town Talk.
Good morning. I've got a special birthday I want to put on this morning.
Okay, who you got?
I'd like to wish my gorgeous wife, Carolyn J. Zahn, happy 75th birthday today.
Carolyn Zahn. All right, I have her on the list, and happy birthday to her. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye. All right, so we are taking birthdays and anniversaries. If anybody would like to call in, 931-473-9383.
Smart man. He wanted to make sure the whole world heard.
Exactly. But it is time in the show for...
Hang on, sorry, you had a great cue.
Buy, sell, or trade. Let's get to it. This is Swap and Shop.
If you would like to add anything to Swap and Shop, please give us a call, 931-473-9383, or preemptively, if you plan ahead, you are welcome to drop it off at 230 West Colville Street in our mailbox here at the station. And so we do have a couple of things on our clipboard.
Hold on. Now, this wasn't just in the mailbox. It was partially hanging out of the mailbox because
Just
they
so
knew
you
that
would
would
see
be the
it.
best way I would see it.
Yes. Okay. So, new on the list this week is for sale. New black Skechers steel toe or composite, size 8 wide, $50. So I'm assuming Skechers steel toe. Wonder if those are boots or
Those will either be like the boots or those sneaker style steel toes.
Right.
Which, honestly, the Skechers steel toes, I have a pair of those boots.
Yeah.
They're super comfortable
Yeah.
and lasted me a long time.
$50 sounds like a steal of a deal.
I can't remember how much I paid for my Skechers boots, but yeah.
What size do you wear, Connor? Do you wear?
I do not wear 8s.
So, unfiltered testimony.
Uh-huh.
I love Skechers because that's the only pair of tennis shoes I wear.
Yes.
Every one I have is Skechers.
Yes. Then we also have, those black Skechers are new, but then we have another pair that are used, black Reebok composite toe, 9.5 wide for $35. And
Do we just want to assume that these were from different people?
well, they're different sizes.
That's what
so
I'm saying.
8 to 9.5. So who knows?
Okay.
Ladies blue Reebok steel or composite toe, like new, $40, 9 wide. Leave a message at 931-668-4924 if you are interested in any of those pairs of shoes.
Wonderful.
There
Do
you
you
go.
think they started off like with those 8s, and then one day they forgot to wear their steel toe boots, and then their foot got run over,
And they went to a 9.5.
and they had to go to a 9.5 because it extended.
That's a
like
pretty
a
big
cartoon.
jump. A foot,
Yeah.
1.5 size.
Maybe it was like one of those big like concrete trucks. It's like a Looney Tunes thing.
Okay.
So I was thinking Tom and Jerry Looney Tunes would
Yeah.
work though.
Yeah.
Okay, we also have from
Never mind.
last week wanting to buy an oil dipstick for a 2010 Chevrolet Silverado 6-cycle. Please call and leave a message, 931-668-4924. And one more, a Shenandoah leaf blower that is gas, commercial grade, $350. Call 686-2728 and leave a message.
Okay.
So, if anybody
That's the end of the clipboard, yes?
That is the end of the clipboard. Kelly Marlowe's clipboard.
That's all, folks.
There you go.
That was my suggestion since we were talking about Looney Tunes.
There you go. So anybody would like to call in, 931-473-9383 is the number to Swap and Shop. And we do that every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:45.
So I just had a text come in for you, Whistle Britches. That was actually Marvin Berry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I do like that song. I like that movie.
That was a movie reference.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Back to the Future with the song when he plays it at the end and he's... I
Not
think
even the end. It's like the middle of the movie, isn't it?
it's after halfway point for sure.
Right before he tries to, like, accidentally almost hooks up with his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert!
Have y'all ever read? Did Michael J. Fox actually play the guitar? I think so. I think he actually played that song in that movie. Am I correct in that statement?
I'll ask the Google machine.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like somebody has
Did-
told me that. Maybe one of our listeners would know. Did Michael J. Fox play that song, whatever it's called, Johnny
Joe-
Be Good?
Joe Schofield said it's about 2/3 the way through.
Yeah, exactly. After the halfway point. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate the backup.
He did learn to play, but
Uh-huh.
he was miming it.
Oh, okay, he did not
apparently.
play. Okay, got it. Either way, I think that's a great movie.
Do we
Have you
just-
ever seen Back to the Future, Justin?
No. No.
She's about to curse. It's going to happen.
I can't believe it.
And you're so ready for this too, aren't you?
I
So
know.
you haven't
I
seen
can't wait.
any of the Back to the Futures?
Well, why would I, if I haven't seen the first one, why would I watch the sequel or the sequel?
I mean, you could watch them
that's in the first
individually
one.
and it'd be okay.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
That is in the first one.
It's always been a thought. Oh, I should probably watch
I'm gonna
this
have to
movie.
find a picture. I one Halloween, 2 or 3 Halloweens ago, I was Marty McFly for Halloween. I'm gonna dig back through my pictures and show you.
Okay.
But there was one kid. I was like, nobody's gonna get my costume, but it was pretty cool. But there was one kid. So we had the downtown trick or treat.
Oh yeah.
And there was one kid that was like, "Are you Marty McFly?" Yes. I was so
Validation.
I was so validated. It was
you,
great.
Were you Marty McFly from the first one, or did you do him with
Sorry, Joe. I haven't.
those pump up?
No, I didn't do the pump ups, but I had a skateboard and, did the whole thing. I even took a picture with my dog that morning with the watch and like looking at it. So, because she was a shaggy dog, kind of like the one in the, it was a great costume.
And I understand the concept. So I'm sorry.
And it was before Robert Zemeckis started making weirdly uncomfortable CGI people on a train that goes to the North Pole.
That's still a good movie, but boy, are they weirdly CGI.
Yeah.
Uncomfortably so.
When then he made that Beowulf movie too, right after that.
And Jackie Broviak at the chamber, she was Doc, so I don't.
Why don't you just walk that up to the camera real quick?
Yeah.
Well, just keep going in front of Justin's face.
There's me and my dog. Yeah.
The wrong way.
It was a great costume.
You were going to zoom in on it, weren't you?
I was going to.
Oh, you want me here?
Hang on. Wait.
All right, zoom in.
We're going to go on a journey here.
Back to the future.
Here we up too high. There we go.
Can you see it? I can't see it yet because I'm not turned around.
I know.
Am I good to put it down? Yeah, you can put it down.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He had to move away from the microphone, so.
Anyways, good movie. Watch it if you should go watch that.
Okay.
All of them. Back to the Future. The first one's probably the best, but I think they're all pretty good.
I think you should watch them in backwards order because it's like bad, pretty good, great.
Okay.
Okay.
If you watch in backwards order, yeah.
Okay, got it.
No. I'm not saying the third one is good at all.
Yeah, it's probably my least favorite.
Like, of all movies.
Yeah. So something that I saw
Worse than Titanic.
I like Titanic a lot, though. So,
I don't.
So I saw some news on the Chatter yesterday or last night as I was scrolling through Facebook.
See, I don't see that because I'm not a member.
But I actually saw it on my way home. So when I was driving home yesterday, I saw a bunch of equipment and stuff in the parking lot where WDG is there on Chancery Street, and they were tearing up the parking lot. I was like, oh, cool, they're repaving the parking lot is what I first thought. But when I get home and I'm scrolling through Chatter, apparently that is not what they are doing. Apparently they are building a Scooters coffee chain building there, according to the owners at WDG.
Scooters?
Coffee chain, yes. So I don't know what that is or where it's from. I've never heard of Scooters, but apparently that is...
You have to ride up and get the coffee on a scooter, and if you don't, and you try to walk up and do it, they hit you in the shin with the scooter, and it's very painful.
There's one in Dayton, there's one in Crossville, and there's one in Smyrna.
Okay.
It is an American drive-through coffee house chain founded and headquartered in Bellevue, Nebraska.
Big fan of American coffee chain, yes.
As of June of last year, they had 800 franchises in
Wow.
29 states, was the second largest drive-through coffee chain and fifth largest coffee chain in the U.S.
Wow, okay.
How do I not know this?
So McMinnville's getting one of them. Neat.
Because Nebraska has such a big scooter population.
But I was just thinking.
Really love scooters up there in Nebraska.
All that flat land.
Flat land to go ride that Razor scooter
Signature
around.
drink is the Caramelicious, an espresso drink with caramel sauce and whipped cream.
Sounds good, but that's
We
kind of
get
cool.
rid of Red Dye
So
40 out of scooters.
it will shrink the parking lot of that complex quite considerably, but kind of neat that we're getting a new business.
Supposedly.
And an American-made business.
Since 2023, Scooters Coffee has sponsored the Frisco Bowl.
Oh, where's that take place?
Frisco, Texas.
Okay, Frisco Bowl.
All right.
I like a Frisco Melt from another chain place. Have you ever had that? They have really good steaks.
But why do we shrink the parking lot?
Or shakes.
See, that's what I'm thinking. That parking
And
lot's already busy.
We already have 2 coffee places here.
We have, yeah.
We've got Vanilla Bean and then the cafe
Uh-huh.
at the Tree City Inn.
There's a couple others too.
And then the other ones.
Yeah.
We
But-
were maybe subtly hinting at the ones that we know that sponsor our stations.
Yes. Big fan of the cafe and Vanilla Bean. I frequent both of them regularly. But you know what, Connor? What you just said is one of the pet peeves that I just said to Justin before we came back on air, is that everybody likes to complain that we don't have nothing.
When have you
here.
ever heard me complain about it? I would like
Not that in particular, but just not
Connor
you,
complains
not you complaining about it, but people in general on the chatter like to complain that, oh, McMinnville has nothing, we don't have anywhere to shop, we don't have anywhere to eat, we don't have this, we don't have that, and then we get new stuff, and then you complain about
and they
that
go,
too.
oh, it's another chicken restaurant.
Yeah, it's like, come on,
You can't have your cake and eat it
can
too.
we just all be happy?
No. That's not how that works. Are you crazy?
Okay.
Either way, I'm excited that we are having a new
To
business
answer your
come
question,
here. That's
it's
kind of neat.
yes. Yes, we are crazy, but not in that sense.
I'll have to look at their menu and see what other kind of menu items they have.
Coffee. More coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And probably a little more coffee.
Yeah.
And probably some tea.
Maybe.
So there we go. So
But there's you some breaking news there from the McMinnville chatters.
supposedly,
Yes, supposedly. All right. Well, we are going to take a break here in just a second. But when we come back, we are going to have Sarah Cantrell on with us talking all things school board, and we may learn a little bit more about her. And I'm excited to be able to talk to
we'll
Sarah.
see if she gets
so-
nervous because I know that Dr. Grant Swallows is listening.
Yes. Okay. Have your boss listening.
All right.
All right. So we are going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more Town Talk.
I walk for miles along the highway. Well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight.
Love him or hate him, either way, you'll be listening. Simmons Says is McMinnville's morning talk show with energy, insight, and the occasional curveball. Don't miss it. Weekdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 97.7 WBMC. Raven Young keeps it fresh. Justin Reed brings the tunes. And Whistle Britches, well, he keeps things interesting. Town Talk, the morning show that's as unpredictable as the weather. Tune in weekdays from 7 to 9 a.m. on 97.7 WBMC.
At Pioneer Building Supply, we got it all for you. Everything you need to build a home. At Pioneer Building Supply, you can make the old brand new. We believe that all your dreams come true.
Pioneer Building Supply.
Pioneer Building Supply, where good business makes good friends.
Pioneer Building Supply.
Pioneer Building Supply is your place to get everything in one stop. Framing treated and finished lumber, plywood, Porter paint, doors, windows, plumbing, and electrical supplies. Serving McMinnville and Warren County for 38 years. Locally family owned and very knowledgeable staff. Call 473-7777.
Pioneer Building Supply.
Pioneer Building Supply, where good business makes good friends.
Pioneer Building Supply.
30 years. Just how long is that? Well, 30 years ago, the World Wide Web didn't exist. No iPhones, no flat-screen televisions, and no Netflix. You might have installed AOL using a floppy disk. Yep, 30 years is a long time. And to stay in business for 30 plus years, well, you have to do things the right way, especially in the last 30 years, when things have changed so much. The Rogers family has done it the right way, building a car dealership with a focus on integrity, treating people the right way, making fair deals. No tired car dealership cliches. The Rogers really forged a different way to buy a car. It's a hometown-friendly feel. Ed Rogers Valley Ford. 30 years of doing business the right way. 111 Auto Lane, Sparta. And online, edrogersvalleyford.com. Ed Rogers Valley Ford. Same ownership, same customer service for 30 years with that friendly hometown feel.
Experience the difference at Las Trojas Cantina Mexican Restaurant. Distinctive Mexican cuisine with Cinco 6 to 9 p.m. on Tuesday nights. With Taco Tuesdays, $1.99 street tacos, and 2-for-1 beer specials every day, and all draft and bottled beer from 8 p.m. to close. Home of the Margarona. Las Trojas Cantina, across from Ascension St. Thomas on Sparta Street. Open every day and Sundays.
Your mic's on. You can come back to the show.
I know, but I got a hand over here telling me stop. Good morning. Welcome back. My name is Raven Young. You are listening to Town Talk. Thank you for being here with us this morning, getting your day started. I was wondering when it was like going to pick up.
Oh, I knew when it was going to pick up. That's why I purposely said that.
That's why this is the long version.
Yeah.
Because I knew he was probably queuing you in. I was like, okay.
Well, we have special guest Sarah Cantrell in with us this morning. So
Good
you
morning.
are taking Grant's place.
I am.
So
I'm
we
sorry.
appreciate you being here, being willing to come in. And I know
Little
Grant
change
said
up.
he had a meeting or something, so he couldn't be here. But thanks for filling
All right.
in.
Now, she said it was a real meeting. Is it a real meeting?
It's a real meeting.
Okay.
It's a real. I can vouch.
Okay. We just want to make sure.
Yes. Okay. But he's available if we need him.
That's what I told him earlier. He said, "Hey, if you want to call me and add anything, I'm happy to."
Now, is that code word for he needs help in this meeting to get out of to talk to us?
Maybe.
Because I'm great at running interference. You just say the name and I'm ready.
He said he was still going to be driving. At
Yes,
8
he's
o'clock.
on the road.
So
he's on the road.
Okay.
So that means that
okay.
he may need an out.
Okay.
An assistant.
As long as it's hands-free.
Right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Through the Bluetooth.
Yes. He follows all safe driving protocols.
Definitely not in a school zone.
Exactly.
All right. I'm good now. Checked all my boxes.
Thank you for coming in, though.
Thanks
I'm
for having
excited
me.
to be able to sit down and talk with
Yes.
you a little bit because
Yeah.
we get to talk to Grant all the time, and but I'm glad to be able to catch up with you some.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yes.
Sorry for everybody listening. He's much more interesting than I am. And
I don't know. I think
Interesting in different areas.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
We'll see.
What
So-
kind? Hold on, before you ask her real questions, what do you think about not being across the hallway? Because you came for years over there.
That's what. So Chad was
Yeah.
out front, and I said, I don't think I've been in here since the
been
change in
remodeled.
ownership
Right.
and the remodel.
Yeah.
And I said, last time I was here, this was BMC.
Right.
Now you're across the hall, and so I said. A couple of moons ago, when I was at the chamber, I came up here every Wednesday.
That's what I was telling Raven. She
And
said, "Oh,
did-
Sarah's got like yes."
Did tour to show.
Yeah.
And just all the sister stations dropped in and let everybody know what was going on at the chamber that week.
Yeah.
So much fun. So it's fun to be back.
Yeah.
I was
It's a little bit
excited.
fancier since then.
Now
with
you're
all
not
the
ashamed to be
cameras
here.
and everything they
I
added.
was never ashamed to be here.
I didn't say you as a collective you.
I enjoyed it. But yes, that's what I was saying is you can definitely see the investment that's been made here, and it looks wonderful. So
Yes.
kudos.
Dr. Grant Swallow said we traded up this morning in the live feed. So don't shake your head. No, I'm just.
It's an opinion.
It's my job to read the comments, and I'm going to like it.
Okay.
All right. So why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about what you do within the school system?
Okay, so I'm the communications coordinator for Warren County Schools. And so my job description is interesting, and I won't bore you with the formalities of that. But basically, it's my job to keep the lines of communication open between the district and our stakeholders.
Okay.
So stakeholders are students, families, community members, media members, anything that we have going on that is public need to know.
Okay.
It's my job to get it out there. So
Cool.
that's through multiple avenues, social media, email, phone calls, local media, you name it. So you're used to hearing Grant on the recorded all calls. And if you notice, starting with pre-K and kindergarten screening last week, he made me do it. But anytime you get an email from the district, from Warren County Schools, I'm the one pushing that out.
Okay.
Anytime you see a Facebook post or a press release or anything like that, that's coming from my office.
Yeah, I know there's been many a times that I've texted Grant and he's like, check with Sarah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think he's
gotcha.
enjoying that because, and I knew that we were fortunate here to have him as our director of schools because he is so well-spoken and so knowledgeable and so transparent. But when I recently went to the state School Public Relations Association, that's a thing, went to that convention and learned about best practices for school comms is what they call us. I had a lot of people come up and say, your director of schools is amazing. How much he wants to, he's how comfortable he is talking and being in front of the camera. And, and I said, it really does make this job so much easier than if we were to have somebody who was maybe not as comfortable.
Right. I think just in the times that I've been able to speak with Grant and in having him here, he is very well spoken, but very knowledgeable. And the fact that our school district has him, we're very lucky.
Yes. So
I knew he cared the day that he was on. Chad was sitting in with me back in the dark ages when I was just doing town talk, and he was supposed to be on for like 30 minutes, and he was on for an hour and 40.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, this guy really cares.
He does. He cares. But I would say everybody with Warren County Schools does. We're fortunate to have what we have here as far as our public education and everybody that's involved with it. And I knew that. I had an idea, but being on the inside, I can't say it enough.
Right.
So,
and we're fortunate to have sponsors of our program.
We sure are.
Yes. Speaking of stakeholders.
Yeah. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yeah, so we do have one of my favorite places that is actually a sponsor of Town Talk. So Begonia's Restaurant.
Yes.
Have you eaten there?
Yes, many times.
So Begonia's Restaurant, located at 239 East Main Street in downtown McMinnville, is one of the greatest places where you can get pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, steak, any of it. So do you have a favorite meal there?
I love the Southwestern salad.
Oh, yeah, that's a popular.
Yes.
That's my grandfather. That's actually his favorite as well. He always gets extra dressing with it.
Yes,
but-
you have to. So good.
Yes.
But you can't go wrong with any of the pizzas or the pastas.
Correct.
So
it's all good.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So thank you to all of our sponsors for sponsoring Town Talk, but especially Begonia's Restaurant.
What was that address again?
239 East Main Street. And
wanna
you know
make
what?
sure.
I just pulled that one out of memory. It's not even written down.
Look
for me.
at you.
row.
I know, right?
Since it is a place I frequent often, I guess it's just burned into my brain.
Since you receive mail there, yeah, I'd say you probably frequent it enough.
Anyways. All right. Well, we are going to take a quick break. But when we come back with Sarah, we have a whole bunch of school board stuff and school system things to talk about.
And who knows?
So, yeah, we may just learn a little bit more about you as a person as well. We'll see where the conversation takes us. But we'll be back with more Town Talk.
Down, loaded up and trucking. Are we going to do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch no bandit run.
Lester's Body Shop is located at 212 Old Morrison Road in the West Riverside area. Owner Terry Fowler values all of his customers. He is the best place to take your car, truck, van, or SUV for any type of body work. And one estimate from Lester's is all you need. Friendly, professional, reliable, and dependable. That's Terry and the gang at Lester's Body Shop, 212 Old Morrison Road. Call 473-5421.
Where can you go to spend some quality up-close and personal time alone with none other than 3 Star Cinema? Head over to the most affordable and convenient place in town featuring the latest releases fresh on the silver screen. 3 Star Cinema.
Now showing Working Man, rated R, Minecraft, rated PG, The Woman in the Yard, rated PG-13, Snow White, rated PG, and Paddington in Peru, rated PG.
Sparta Street, McMinnville. 3 Star Cinema, where the stars come out at night.
Did you know that NHC was the first Medicare-certified home health care agency in Tennessee? NHC Home Care has been committed to providing exceptional care. The reason for our success, we hire great clinicians who go above and beyond for our patients. And one of those is Jamie Harriman. Jamie has been practicing for over 32 years. When asked what she loves most about her job, she stated, seeing my patients get better and gain their independence back. So remember, when you need home health care services, ask for NHC Home Care and experience the NHC difference, serving you for over 50 years.
Douglas and Lanier, that's where I choose to be. Douglas and Lanier, that's the agency for me.
For rock-solid insurance coverage or sound financial planning for my family's future, Douglas and Lanier is where I choose to call home.
Call Douglas and Lanier, your local Erie agents, at 811 Faulkner Springs Road, McMinnville, at 931-474-0044.
Hello, it's me from MES. I'm here to tell you about another way to pay your bill. It's our new phone line you can call anytime, day or night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and on holidays. It's also easy to remember, 931-507-4MES. That's 507-4637. All you have to do is make sure MES has your correct phone number on file. When you pay this way, there are no card fees for bills up to $300. Pay your way with MES.
I'm sitting here with Newt from Newt's Barbecue. Newt, can you tell me what's going on with your special recipes lately?
Legacy recipes from legends in Tennessee. My mother and father from Denny Moore's restaurant, we use their recipes. Pope Taylor, we use his recipe, as well as Justin Wilson's Cajun cooking recipes. So we're a little different. We're lucky. We've got good recipes that we follow to the hilt every day.
Visit Newt's Barbecue in Rock Island.
Sing my share of broken halos, folding wings that used to fly.
Good morning. Welcome back. My name is Raven Young. Thank you for being here with us this morning and getting your day started. We have Sarah Cantrell in with us this morning. So again, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So wanted to kind of dive right into some teacher recruitment fair that is coming up.
Yes, let's do it. So this week, April 10th and 11th, is the Warren County Schools Teacher Recruitment Fair. It's held at Central Office.
Okay.
And so we're really excited about this, and we do this in a very streamlined and unique way, in that if you think you are interested in becoming a teacher in the Warren County school system, we bring all the principals in, and you have an opportunity to sit down with each of them and kind of interview to see
which school's the best fit.
Yes, instead of folks trying to
go to each individual one.
That's exactly right.
How long have y'all done this for?
A couple of years.
Okay.
And it gets bigger and bigger each year. And so this year we really kind of made a hard push on it, and we've had more folks sign up to come by and talk than we've had recently.
That's
so we're
awesome.
excited about that.
Yeah, it's really good because we really need teachers.
We do.
That's an important part of the school.
It is.
And so
It
to
is.
have more people sign up and be interested in it is a good sign.
And there's still time. It is by appointment only, but
Okay.
you just call up to central office and say, "Hey, I'm an upcoming teacher or a current
Yes.
teacher, and I'm really interested."
And that phone
in-"
number is 668-4022.
That's correct.
To schedule an appointment
Yes.
or get more information.
And you will get the lovely Shonda
Okay.
up front, and you just say, "Hey, I'm a teacher, or I'm about to be a teacher, and I
Okay.
would love to come by and talk to you all about what's going on in Warren County Schools and
Okay.
seeing if it's a good fit."
And a question from the Facebook is, what are some of the minimum criteria to become a teacher? So some of these people that are interested in coming to this recruitment fair, what do they have to have?
You got to have a degree, first
Okay.
of all, but it's much easier nowadays to become a teacher than there's different pathways, I should
Right.
say. Not necessarily much easier. You have multiple pathways than
Mhm.
the standard. You've got to go and get an education, 4-year education degree and all that. So that information will be there too. But if you're
Okay.
interested and you're open to those different pathways depending on what your lifestyle, what works for your lifestyle, whether
Right.
you're further into your career, maybe have a family, can't do the traditional full-time school situation.
Okay.
But yeah, you can learn more there.
Interesting. All right. So that, and what date was that again?
That's the 10th and 11th.
10th and 11th. Okay. All right. And then you also mentioned that, of course, we did just have pre-K and kindergarten screening. So that was a big thing because I drove by the Milner Center last week and I was like, what is going on? And then I remembered.
You're like, it's not the craft fair time.
It's
What
not
is
craft
it?
fair. No, that's in the fall. But
the parking lot was full.
It was full. So it was. I've been through it before as a parent, but this was obviously my first one as an
Okay.
employee. And so I thought, okay, day one, that Thursday starts at 10 a.m. I'll get there about 9:30. I'll grab some pictures. There were already people in line,
I'm
and so I was
sure.
like, okay. But it's really awesome. We're super grateful to the Milner Recreation Center for letting us do it there because it gives us ample space.
Right.
We're able to separate the pre-K screening from the kindergarten screening. But it's just really cool to see it's set up by school. So each school that has a pre-K or kindergarten program, those teachers are there at that station.
Okay.
And then you've got your special services, ESL, health services, you name it, set up elsewhere. So it's really, I hate to say fun, but it's awesome to come in and see our future pioneers because
Right.
that's what they are.
Absolutely. Right.
And so I was kind of doing some research while I was there, like, okay, these are future pioneers. And, we brought the new, I call it a step and repeat, but it's our new logo screen for them to take. If you saw some pictures on social media of kids with their completion certificate in front of our new Warren
A
County
whole
schools.
lot of those.
This will be, these are the class of 2038 and 2039.
Wow. That is just insane to think about.
Yeah, so it was really cool, and you see some who are so excited, and and can't wait to meet the teachers and go through the screening and the curriculum aspects of it, and then the physical aspects of it, and then you see some who are just terrified.
Yeah.
So it's fun. That age is fun. They're bright eyed and. The world is their oyster, and it's like that's our future. So
Right.
it was cool to be. I stuck around longer than I probably should have, just because
It was a work function, though, so don't feel bad.
But such a positive environment, and so many families there. So it was cool to see the teachers in action,
Right.
and then to see the families get acquainted with our system.
So what are some of the, I guess, tasks like for kindergarten that they have to go through? Do you know some of that they have to do for that screening
Yes,
process?
there's some on the physical side. there's like skipping or hopping on one foot, or just kind of looking at large motor skills, and then gross motor, I guess, is the technical term. And then, of course, recognition of pre-K would be like recognition of letters, colors. Objects, and it's kind of the same for kindergarten. ABCs, some math skills, just to kind of see where you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a vivid memory of my kindergarten screening, because I almost didn't make it into kindergarten. Have I not told you this story?
No.
So back in the day, Sarah, correct me if this has changed.
Okay.
But you used to have to
our
look,
back in the day is the same.
I know,
so,
that's what I'm saying. But but since you've been through it more recently than I have, so had looking like a microscope looking thing, but they would like have a picture and they would change the pictures that you'd look at. Well, little 4-year-old, 5-year-old Justin had a realization at one point in his life that you could close one eye and still see things. And they just said to look in here. They didn't tell me to use both eyes. So halfway through, I closed one eye, and I'm starting to get far off numbers. You know, supposed to be like 3 monkeys, and I'm getting like 1.5. I'll just all sorts of stuff. And they tell me that the screener was staring at my parents, thinking like, what's going on with this child? And we finish, and I go, do you want me to close the other eye now?
I can't believe you remember that.
I just think because the amount of trouble that I got in for doing this and holding up the line, you remember these things.
Okay.
So apparently, because that was in Cannon County, that the rule after that was they told each kid to keep their eyes open.
Both eyes open.
You got to tell me these things. How am I supposed to know? I'm 4 or 5.
But at least you told on yourself before.
Yeah, right.
Because that could have put you through some extra hoops.
Right?
Absolutely.
So vivid memories. Vivid memories.
When I was there, I had some. I was like, I think I have very fuzzy memories of doing kindergarten screening here.
Yeah, because you were a good child and didn't.
I don't know about that.
Okay. Well, that day you were a good child. I guess.
Probably, maybe just that one day, but yeah, screening went really well. So we're kind of excited to share some numbers this week of how many came through.
Awesome. Okay.
And
how many kids kept both their eyes open.
There you
go. I mean,
I wonder if that's actually a statistic out there.
It's so fun. I mean, you have some that dress to the nines and are just so excited to be. You know, it's an event, but it's like I said, it's fun to see the littlest learners get started on their path. So it was exciting, but it was a great success, and just kudos to there's a lot that goes into putting that on, and a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Who work long hours into putting that on, and so kudos to them.
And I would say that everybody within our school system probably works very long
They
hours.
all do.
I mean, everybody puts in so much effort and hard work to make sure that the school system is the best it can be.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Man,
okay.
Exciting times. Now I've shared my embarrassing story. So your turn, Raven. What's your embarrassing school? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Nothing like that comes to mind, to be honest.
Fine.
If it makes you feel better, not at screening, but once I got into kindergarten, I cut my hair at my desk.
Oh.
But that went over well.
It did.
Yeah.
I had long hair.
Yeah.
And I remember opening my box and grabbing my scissors, and I pulled this side, cut it at my shoulder, threw it in the floor, pulled this side.
Yeah. Well, at least you cut both sides. It didn't just have one.
Man. And then Miss Pat came around and said, well, whose hair is this on the floor? And I said, it's Lauren's. I remember my mom picking me up.
But that was a whole lot of fun.
So
for you.
I think that's more embarrassing than
kindergarten memories.
Yeah, but
okay.
Look at me.
Yeah, look.
You probably don't cut your own hair anymore.
I do not.
Yeah,
I do not. I have fabulous professionals I go to who cut my hair now. Yeah.
Well, Sarah, I kind of want to learn a little bit more just about you and in this role in particular that you do. I got that one. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate that.
Trying to be helpful.
But what, I guess, made you, because I know you had a different career path previously, so what made you want to make that change?
So something that maybe a few people know, but a lot of people don't know about me is I've kind of always been on a communications business path. And so my formal education is communications and journalism. And that's how I started out heavy in my career with that, but also double majored in business. So I've always kind of, if it fits one of those two pathways, those avenues, that's what I did. But it really wasn't on my radar at all. It's a brand new position, but I have little ones.
Right.
And so I've got one in first grade, and I have one that's coming into pre-K.
Okay.
And so that changes things once you have kids or a family unit. And so an opportunity to kind of go back to what I've always done, what my formal education is in, maybe what comes naturally to me, just from growing up watching my dad do it.
Right.
But also fits my kids' schedule, and I'll have a closer proximity to my kids as far as my work than I've ever had. It came out of left field, but it checked all the boxes.
Right.
And since then, I'm so glad to have the opportunity to do it because I am on the same schedule as the kids. So, and I love to work. So it really, I feel I'm so fortunate. I feel like I have the best of both worlds, and that I can work and do what I love doing, but I'm also with my kids.
It's where you were meant to be.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and
I'm
it brought
super
you
grateful.
to Town Talk. Look at that.
It brought me back. It brought me back to Town Talk. A revival.
There we go.
But yeah, it's been amazing, and really personally, I'm appreciative of what it's afforded my family as far as work-life balance. But I'm very grateful to see the inside of the school system.
Right.
I'm from here. I came through it as a student. I'm
but
now
a lot
going,
of people don't know.
They don't know, and I didn't know as a student. And then I have started through it as a parent. Nick and I've started through it as parents, and so you have that experience too. But to be on the inside, I'm super grateful because you see what we all remember our favorite teachers.
Right.
You see what makes that.
Right.
And so, and really, my why in this job is to tell the stories of folks who otherwise wouldn't have an outlet to share what they do and the difference they make.
Right.
So the short form of what do you do for a living, I feel like is I tell you about the unsung heroes of the school system.
Right.
So
you
that's
do
been
a
my
good
favorite
job
part.
at it.
Well, it's going to get better and bigger, but
it has been very helpful to have the dedicated Facebook page, especially.
Yes,
to push,
very much
that's
so.
been very helpful because we go, we don't have to wonder what they're doing.
Right.
And I mean, social
Here we
media
go.
is such a presence and so important, I guess, in our lives now, technology. And so to have somebody to be able to manage that and to do that is super helpful to be able to push it out so everybody knows what's happening, what's going on.
And really, we try to push it out in a way that is very similar and concurrent with how local media does it too. So if it's a story that we feel like local media would report, we're going to push that out there and make sure they know about it and public knows about it. And but yeah, there's just so much that goes on that's like, that is awesome. Like the public needs to know.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're focused on.
Okay. All right. We've got to take a quick break. Do you mind to stay for another segment?
Yeah.
You
let's
good?
hang out.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, we are going to come back and talk with Sarah Cantrell a little bit more after break. And we might even find out who your favorite teacher was since you brought that up, So everybody
you shouldn't do things like that.
So many.
Everybody stick with us. We'll be back on more Town Talk.
Why don't you head over to Chicken Chef and enjoy a fresh made-to-order meal or choose from the all-time favorite like the Chicken Nugget Dinner. Stop in for breakfast, order right off the menu with sausage, gravy, fresh homemade biscuits, or try their delicious tenderloin, egg, and cheese biscuit, just to name a few. Whatever your taste buds call for, you're sure to find it at Chicken Chef. They've been serving Warren and surrounding counties for over 40 years. Stop in today, Chicken Chef on the Strip in McMinnville. You can call your order in to go at 473-5020.
So you're a current Ben Lomond Fiber customer and you haven't added Ben Lomond Home yet. Here's what you're missing out on. A dual-band Wi-Fi 6 GigaSpire Blast router that should anything ever happen to it, we replace it free of charge. A smartphone app that allows you to change your network password, pause the internet to individual devices, and so much more. Plus in-depth device troubleshooting with our local 24/7 customer support center. All that for less than 10 cents a day. Stop missing out and add Ben Lomond Home today.
Get ready for the anniversary celebration at Warehouse Discount Groceries. Ground chuck, $3.99 a pound. Chuck roast, $4.59 a pound. Lux beans, 69 cents each. And also Humpty Dumpty chum salmon, 2 for $5. Tide Simply detergent, 105 to 117 ounce. Selected varieties, $5.99 each. It's Warehouse Discount Groceries. Be sure to check out the full-service deli featuring meats from Charter Reserve. Open 7 days a week at 835 Smithville Highway.
Make the places you care about more comfortable and energy efficient with TVA Energy Right. It all starts at EnergyRight.com, where you can find everything you need to lower your energy usage for your home or your business. Contact Caney Fork Electric Energy Advisors Dale or Chris at 931-473-3116 or go to EnergyRight.com to start living and working more energy efficiently. Caney Fork Electric along with EnergyRight.com for all your energy needs. Brought to you by Caney Fork Electric Cooperative and TVA.
Need a pick-me-up? Start your day at the Cafe at Tree City. Open daily from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. They serve rich, bold espresso, pulled to perfection. Pair it with one of their delicious treats for the perfect combo.
Their skilled baristas are passionate about crafting your perfect cup, whether it's a classic latte or a refreshing cold brew. They've got your coffee cravings covered.
Short on time? Order ahead for quick pickup or curbside delivery. Your fresh coffee is just a sip away.
The Cafe at Tree City, your go-to spot for expertly crafted espresso drinks. Wake up, sip up, enjoy.
Are you tired of being judged? Well, we here at USA Gym are too. We come in all different shapes and sizes with a variety of goals and ideas. At USA Gym, we are 29,000 square feet with a huge variety of equipment in different rooms. And we're not done yet. Finish your workouts with a refreshing real fruit smoothie. And then you can relax in our steam and sauna. Here at USA Gym, we're about family, diversity, keeping you healthy, and becoming a better version of you. Check with your insurance provider to see if you qualify. Come check us out. 473-9355.
Good morning. Welcome back. My name is Raven Young. You are listening to Town Talk, and we have special guest Sarah Cantrell in with us this morning.
Yes, we do.
So again, thank you for being here.
Good morning.
For those of our listeners that may be just tuning in.
She is not Dr. Grant Swallows.
I am not Dr. Grant Swallows.
We have to paint this picture.
If you can see us on Facebook, I think they might have been able to deduct
But not
that
everybody's
themselves.
on the Facebook.
They're not. Correct. But even if you're just listening, I think they might have been able to also hear the voice.
You know, somebody's going, is my radio going out? No.
He could have had a cold, or I could have messed up.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Plethora of options here.
All right. Well, we left on the last break, and we're talking about favorite teachers or school personnel that maybe have
Circle back around to that one.
Yes, that have made an impact on your life. So do you have some that stand out there that you want to give a shout out to?
There are so many, so many. In fact, I don't ever remember not having a great one.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this. When I was a sophomore, I had to go on homebound because I got sick with something that kept me sick for like a couple of months. And so I was able to keep up with all of my work well, but math, because that's not my side of the brain. You know, I'm the other side of the brain. And so I could keep up well, but had a hard time with math. And I was in Algebra 2 that year with Mr. Centracchio.
Oh, I had Mr. Centracchio my first year.
And it was the year that the Boston Red Sox won the World Series.
Oh,
and he was a huge Boston Red Sox fan. I mean, it was all over his room. And when they won, he stood up in front of the classroom and got teary-eyed.
Yeah.
You know, just because they had been waiting forever. You know, and so, but when I was on homebound, he had sent a note to my mom and said, I'm not going to send any schoolwork home while she's sick. I want her to get better and focus on getting better. And then when she gets back, we'll get her caught up. And there was something so just kind of, I don't know the right word, pathos, heartfelt, human to human, like, don't worry about it, we'll get you caught up. And so when I got back, what we did is he would teach that day's lesson, and he always left a lot of time at the end of the class for us to do our homework and use him if we needed questions or struggled with anything. And he would bring me up to his desk on one-on-one, and he would teach me a lesson that I had missed.
Wow.
And it was incredible. My grades were better because of that. But that was just always, and that's just one example. I mean, I've had some of the best teachers. Melba Clark was my senior English teacher, and I can remember when you were a junior, you were like, oh, you don't want her because she's going to make you write that 10-page research paper. And she was always like, this is going to prepare you for college and prepare you for life. But, you know, when I was graduating and had to write a 35-page research paper at MTSU as my capstone project to graduate, I knew exactly how to do it. And so it's just examples like that of how much they don't have to do that. It's going beyond the curriculum. And those are just two examples out of many.
Because the vast majority of our teachers, a lot of them do go that extra mile like that because they care so much about their students.
They do. And so I could go grade for grade and
Mhm.
tell you how every single teacher I had made an impact.
Yeah.
But I will say I was a Bobby Ray star, so loved going to school there.
Mhm.
Was a middle school pioneer and then a high school pioneer.
Okay.
And my kids will be West Wizards. But every single school that we have is just incredible, and I
Right.
love the opportunity to get to go in
Mhm.
and see the stuff at work. And they're all so different and unique.
Right.
And I think that's what's awesome is that they all have their own unique culture
Mhm.
and environment and pride and,
Oh, yeah.
and how they
Right.
do things. And I think you've seen a lot of that this year through different accolades and awards that a
Mhm.
lot of our schools
Yes.
have been
Right.
able to get.
Yes.
Just for kind of creating their own family atmosphere and rallying around their faculty and staff and their students and getting it done. So
That's one thing, as you say that, a family. That's what I always felt. I went to
Yes.
Dibroll, but I always felt like it really was a family there.
Yes.
Like you had obviously your friends. I mean, some of my friends I've known since kindergarten, that I still have today. So it really is in your school, wherever it is, at West, at Bobby Ray, at wherever, you really do create a family with
You
those
do.
people. You're with them so much time every single day.
you do, and especially with the K through 8 county schools, because
Right.
you have the opportunity to be there for so much
Longer.
longer.
Mhm.
There's they've always been great about family atmospheres, but
Yeah.
I've really seen the ones who are maybe just K through 5
Mhm.
building the same type
Right.
of environment,
Mhm.
and the students notice,
Right.
and the families notice,
yeah.
and it
Yeah.
just all kind of trickles down. So
Yeah. We had a couple in the comments that say that Melba Clark was also their favorite teacher.
she was
So,
awesome.
Yes.
So for taking votes, so far she's got 3.
Yep, so far.
So-
Who was yours, Justin? You want to
Well,
add
so
on?
of course, I went to Boyd 1st through 11th grade.
Mm-hmm.
By default, my favorite teacher was Miss Suzanne Reed,
So your mother.
my mother. But I really think outside of that was probably Lane Dix, because
Okay.
he was our Bible teacher.
Okay.
To the degree that he preaches in Summitville, and I get to go speak on his gospel meeting every year.
Oh,
very
And he's
cool.
coming to speak on our VBS. So it's
That's
like
really
we
cool.
still keep in contact.
Yeah.
And I went to school with some of the 1st or 11th grade with some of these people. So 11 years. And I still see them, like Ashlyn, who I went to school with. She works
Yeah.
at the eye doctor's place. And, all these other people that I still see. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah.
We
Is it-
survived all that together. Look at us.
Is it hard for you, as somebody who now works in the school system, to call these teachers by their first name?
Yes. So,
'Cause I have that
yes,
problem
I-
still.
I just had this conversation with Clark George at pre-K and kindergarten
Right.
screening, and I said, "Listen," and I didn't have him, but all of my, like a lot of my friends did, and I said, "I don't know that I can call you Clark.
Yeah,
like
it's
you're
so
Mr.
hard.
George. Jeff Martin is up at Central
Right,
Office. He was a principal the whole
Right.
time that
yes,
I went
he
through.
was principal when I was there.
And like the first time I tried to call him Jeff, it's just like I couldn't.
Yeah.
I told Dr. Swallows, I was like, "Is it okay if I still call him Mr. Martin?" He's like, "Absolutely." And
Right.
so it's
I have the
some-
same thing with Mr. Haley because
Yes.
I'm on the Main Street board and stuff with him, and it's just so
Yes.
strange every time I try to call him Jimmy. I'm
Yes,
like,
it
I
like
can't. Like,
See, and
I
I
just
didn't know
call
him.
him Mayor.
Yeah,
I was
right?
It was an easier transition to go from Mr.
Yes.
Haley to Mayor than
Yeah.
it was.
Right.
I can't call him Jimmy either.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of if
even
you
as
were-
an adult, I
Yeah.
just
Oh,
still.
it's still there.
especially if they're still there.
Yeah.
It's like I really don't want to call you
Right.
by your first name.
Right.
'cause it
You
feels
don't
wrong.
have a first name.
Yes,
Your first
you
name is
don't.
Mr. or Mrs. That's just who you
so
are.
it's funny you asked that because, and Mr. George thought it was funny. He goes, "I don't care," but
Yeah.
it was like the first time I said, "Good morning, Jeff," I was like, "Oh, I'm not doing that again."
That's weird.
So I was like, "Hey, Mr. Martin." So yeah,
Yes.
It's what it is.
It does not change.
Yes.
Drew Walker says he's not Jimmy. He's still Mr. Haley.
Yes.
That
is
You're not
correct.
wrong.
And he's okay with. I think he agrees.
Uh-huh.
He's okay with that. So
So that's why I just, in my mind, Jimmy Haley, Warren County historian.
Mm-hmm.
That way it's the whole name. That's his title. That way I don't have to figure out, do I call him Mr. Mayor?
Okay.
No, here it is.
That's what it is.
Yes.
He's as a title.
Yes.
Okay.
Helps my little brain work better.
All right. Well, Sarah, thank you so much for being here with us today. Is there any last minute thoughts or anything that you would like to add?
just keep our faculty and staff and students in your mind.
Yes.
Testing starts next week.
Okay.
TCAP.
Hooray.
And so there's a lot of pressure
Yes.
on everybody involved in that.
Right.
And so if you just keep our students and our teachers and our staff in your thoughts
Yep.
to get through TCAP, and then once we get through TCAP, it's off to the races to the last day of school.
Kind of gets a little more fun after that.
The pressure's off.
Yeah.
And end of year stuff. And so,
yeah, because prom will be here before you know it.
Yeah.
Graduation for all all the different grades. I mean,
it will move quickly once we get on the other side of next week. So. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. We enjoy all of our school board talks and learning.
We may have to have her not on a day where she fills in for Grant.
I know, yeah.
Just as another occurrence.
When it's a slow news day, I'll come help.
No. Honestly, we might want you on a fast news day because then we don't have to worry about that. We can just visit with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that works too.
Yep.
All right. Well, we are going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we have birthdays and anniversaries coming up. So everybody stick with us on Town Talk.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long, long year. Stole many a man's soul of faith. I was around when Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain.
Ascension St. Thomas River Park is here to listen to you because caring for you is our #1 priority. Ascension Care Teams start by understanding you, your health, and your life to deliver care that's right for you. Now offering cardiac CT angiography services, a non-invasive cardiac exam that looks at the blood vessels that supply blood to the heart and can detect if plaque has narrowed the coronary arteries. The compassionate, personalized care you've come to expect is right here in McMinnville. We're more than just a hospital, ER, and a clinic. We want to give you hope, health, and strength.
Your family deserves better than ordinary. At The Butcher on Main, you'll find the freshest dairy delivered daily from Sunrise Dairy and real McMinnville-made jams and jellies that taste just like home. Our house-made sausage and premium meats are crafted for meals that wow. And our gourmet cheeses will have your guests asking for seconds. Need a space to celebrate? Our 1,000 square foot lounge is ready for your next event. Why settle for less? Find everything you need at 209 West Main Street, only at The Butcher on Main.
Getting a loan can sometimes be confusing and intimidating. You may have questions before you make the decision to borrow money. If you need help with a car, home, or personal loan, I'd be glad to talk it over with you. Come by and see me, Meredith Woodley, or any of our lending team. At Security Federal Savings Bank, we look forward to helping you find the answers you need to feel at ease with your next purchase. That's Security Federal Savings Bank, the friendliest bank in town. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
McMinnville. You're a part of me, McMinnville, Tennessee. There's nothing like you anywhere around. I'm proud to say you're my hometown.
This is Christy Partain with Graves Family Pharmacy, and we check all the boxes when it comes to family, community, and patient care. We have the best drive-thru in town where you will be greeted with a smile, and you can talk to us while being fully protected from the sun and the rain. Why go to a big box store when you can talk with local people that truly care about you and your family? Follow us on Facebook and feel free to ask questions. Come see us on Main Street at Graves Family Pharmacy, where you are much more than just a name and date of birth.
McMinnville, Tennessee.
10 years. What an honor to serve our community as Best of the Best Nursing Home for 10 years in a row. Did you know at NHC Healthcare that we offer a specialty in lymphedema treatment, an option for a short respite stay, and lots of local people to serve you and your family? Stop by and visit us at 928 Old Smithville Road and follow our Facebook page at NHC Healthcare McMinnville to see what really makes us the best of the best.
Talk Radio, WBMC, and translator W249DQ McMinnville, WBMC.
Good morning. Welcome back. My name is Raven Young. You are listening to Town Talk WBMC 97.7 FM, 960 AM. Thank you for being here with us today. And we're going to start off with caller real quick. Good morning. You're on Town Talk.
Well, good morning, Reagan.
How are
you?
You
are so hard to get. You're so busy of the morning. Well, I have a birthday for today.
Okay.
Rochelle Ramsey.
Rochelle Ramsey. Okay. Adding her
And
to
a
the
question.
list. Okay.
And whenever you have a time to answer, any of you, give me the whole way that a loaf of bread, first of all, goes into a plastic bag, sliced, and it goes into a plastic bag and then tied up. And you can answer that anytime, okay?
Okay, we will see what we can come up with for you.
Okay, all righty, and Miss Kitty's in her favorite chair, okay?
Aw, good. give her some nice pets.
Okay. All right, we'll see you.
See ya.
Bye. Bye-bye.
All right, and it is just about time for birthdays.
It is, isn't it? So, have you pulled any for today?
I haven't. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's pull it up and see who we have.
So,
for celebrity
1892,
birthdays.
Mary Pickford.
Oh,
great star of olden Hollywood.
Probably.
Founded United Artists. Very instrumental, especially being a female in the early days of Hollywood.
Can't say that
Big
that
deal.
would have been one of the ones I would have chosen, but
Get a little more culture there. No, I'm
Okay.
just kidding. 1918, Betty Ford.
okay.
She was the first lady. Betty Ford Center. All right. 1960.
Let's come a little bit closer to this decade.
1960.
Okay.
John Schneider.
Okay, see him, yes.
Bo
from
Duke,
Dukes
or-
of Hazzard.
Oh, there we go. Actually had a music career of his own in the 80s.
He is 64.
And I've interviewed him a couple of times. He's used
Yeah?
the bathroom here. And
He's used the bathroom
he
here.
helped found the Children's Miracle Network with Marie Osmond. You know that?
I did not know that.
That's What's a Memory Like You. That's a great song. All right. 1963 birthday for Julian Lennon.
Okay. John Snyder is literally the only person on this list that I know.
John Lennon's boy there. All right.
Okay.
Katie Sackhoff's birthday. Oh, wait. Wrong Star Wars theme. Sorry. She was actually in The Mandalorian. I got one more birthday. Then
Okay.
And you will know this one. Taryn Noah Smith is 41 today.
Family Matters?
Nope. Tool time.
Full time. Gosh, I do like Tim Allen. Tool time, man.
All right.
All right, we have a caller.
He was
real
Mark,
quick.
by the way.
Oh, okay, gotcha. We're gonna take a call.
Go for it.
Nope, we're not. They just hung up.
Oh,
okay.
then I can keep
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, this is a pretty good one that we could do birthdays to.
Are we? Or are we going back to the normal? I have both of them.
Oh, there we go. We got a caller
there they
again.
are.
Good morning. You're on Town Talk. Hello.
Maybe.
Good morning. I can hear something.
Yeah, I
but-
can too.
Nope.
Oh, she hung up.
Oh, no. Maybe we can
Okay.
get it back.
I don't know what's going on. The phone
right.
has been working until
Yeah,
now.
it's been fine.
Good morning.
Hello?
You're on Town Talk.
I'd like to put an anniversary on, please.
Okay, go right ahead.
Jonathan and Tika Mulligan.
Jonathan and Tika
Mulligan.
Mulligan. Okay, we
Thank
have
you
them
so
on the list.
much.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
Did you like how I snuck in the Dukes of Hazzard theme there?
Yes, I did.
Since we gotta play it every
yes,
day?
Since we got to play it every day for some strange reason.
No, it's because that's what was contractually obligated.
All right.
When they won.
All right.
Okay.
So what are we bumping with? Is it Home Improvement or Ronnie Millsap?
Let's do Home Improvement.
You okay with that, Whistle Britches?
That's fine with me.
Yeah, that one's good. Big change, little bit of a change up for the
Okay.
happy birthdays. So happy birthday to our local celebrities. I do have quite a list today. Elena Adams, Peggy Foster, Melissa Burton, Jacob Moore, Shelby Ann Jacob Johnson, Courtney Danielle Townsend, Carlos Bacinas, Penny Essel, Marsha Pritchett, Jean McMahon, Kim or Brad Hillis, to be honest. They have a joint Facebook, and I'm not sure if it was Kim or Brad's
those are always the
birthday.
hardest
I apologize. Betty Green, Kristen Mansell, Carolyn Zahn, Steve Macram, Crystal Skurlock, Davina Alvarez, Eli Pack, and Rochelle Ramsey. So happy birthday to all of our local celebrities there. And the winner for a gift certificate is either Kim or Brad Hillis, whichever one of you's birthday it is.
But get yourself out of that one.
I know Kim, so I may have to message her and see, or I may have to go to Facebook and see if it's her birthday today.
Wait, you know who they are and you didn't look it up?
No, I was. Oh, okay. Daryl Cook posted that it's Kim's birthday.
Okay.
So Kim is the winner of the gift certificate.
Me, that was confusing
to
there for a
Captain
second.
D's. They were number 11 on our list, chosen from random.org.
Okay.
All right, and happy anniversary to our caller that just put them on the list, Jonathan and Tika Mulliken. So thank you to them, and happy birthday and anniversary to all of our local celebrities. You can pick that gift certificate up anytime in the next 30 days at the radio station at 230 West Colville Street.
Cool.
All right, so that wraps up our birthdays.
Yeah.
And I wanted to mention something. So I'm doing something kind of fun tomorrow that I'm a little bit excited about. So the leadership class every year, they have different speakers for each month, depending on whether they're doing communications or small business.
Yeah, they usually stop by here at some point.
Yes. So tomorrow, I believe they are doing on development and young entrepreneurs and stuff. And so myself, Chad Graves, and Kevel Sheth are going to be talking to the leadership.
I know all three of those people.
I know. So we are going to be talking to the leadership class about development and things that we have done with our different properties. But I'm excited because, especially with what Kevel has done, and Chad as well with the radio station, but what Kevel's done with the cafe and the well and everything at the...
And just renovating the hotel itself.
Yes, it's a really cool place. I'm thankful that we have that coffee shop, an additional...
And you can order ahead and they'll bring it out to you.
You can park right there in the drive-thru, or in the breezeway, whatever, right there in front of the hotel, and they'll bring it right out to you. It's really easy, but they have great coffee, great snacks. I go for the cake pops sometimes that they have.
I was unaware of the cake pops.
They even have some cobblers and cookies and things to choose
Because I'm not
from.
a coffee connoisseur, but I do like the cookies.
They got sweets as well.
Okay.
So, but I'm excited. I'm looking forward to doing that tomorrow with Kevel Sheth and Chad Graves.
That'll be fun.
We get to talk to the leadership class a little bit more. So, I think the...
What time are you talking to him? Do you know?
1 o'clock, I think.
Okay. I was just trying to figure out when Chad won't be here.
Yeah.
Because if I need him, it won't be available in that.
It'll be after you've already gone, so it should work out just
none of my
for
worries.
Your schedule.
Then. Yep.
Yeah,
That's what I like.
the people that we have in our community, like Chad Graves and Kevel Sheth, I think is really awesome.
Right.
That we have the different entrepreneurs and business people that are like-minded in a sense and want to preserve what makes McMinnville special and see it grow. So really cool.
That is exciting.
Yeah, so we're doing that tomorrow. But
okay. Well, you know what I'm doing today on the Justice
Reed
Show?
What do you have coming up?
Because you don't know what I've got planned.
I don't.
Rarely do I. But since you're just talking about how great our town is,
yes.
I want to introduce to you for show and tell today.
Okay.
All right. So you read that. That's Smokey Rogers.
Right. The complete entertainer.
Now, you'll notice there that it is autographed.
Yes.
And notice what he signed there at the bottom on this autograph.
McMinnville, Tennessee.
Smokey. Yeah, go ahead.
Smokey Rogers, McMinnville, Tennessee, 52777. It says, "Hi, Alan." This was one that you purchased. I'm assuming.
Definitely.
Okay. Hi, Alan. Rita May. Gay?
Yeah.
May?
I think it's May, but I'm not really sure.
I can't really tell.
But Smokey Rogers.
There you go. Yeah.
Is from McMinnville.
Oregon?
No, here.
Really?
He's from our McMinnville.
It'd be really weird if he's from McMinnville, Oregon, and put McMinnville, Tennessee.
And you will look at the songs that are featured. That second one is Gone.
Uh-huh.
So that was a big hit that he wrote. Ferlin Husky had a monster hit on it. He cuts it on this album. But yeah, so he was a well-known songwriter from Warren County. You didn't know this, did you?
I didn't know this. I'm going to Google it.
Yep, Smokey Rogers, McMinnville, Tennessee. Produced by Jimmy Wakely. And if you're a fan of real Western music, you'll understand Jimmy Wakely did a lot with Gene Autry. Anyways, one of the songs on here, I don't know which one I'm going to play yet. He does a lot of standards like Release Me and Shame on You, Alabama Jubilee. Today I Started Loving You Again, Born to Lose, San Antonio Rose. But he also does a song called Sexy Senior Citizen.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, it does say he was born in McMinnville, Tennessee, March 23rd, 1917.
Were you thinking that Justin just lied about it?
No, but I just haven't ever heard that.
Right.
So, although it doesn't give
He's
a whole lot of other information on Wikipedia about when he
there's
moved
not
or
one,
anything like that. But, yeah, he was born here.
And
How
then-
cool.
Right? So this album hung up for years in my office when I had it here. And now that I'm actually spinning LPs on the air, I thought this is one to bring in, and this is definitely a show and tell.
Okay.
Because I knew you would appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so Smokey Rogers.
So he's a little older than Dottie West,
He was born what year?
1917.
Okay, because she was born in 32, so he was significantly.
Well, 15 years.
But he went out and had a big West Coast career.
Yes.
He was big in that kind of
That's
field
pretty
of
cool,
country
though,
music.
that-
Yeah. And I bought it at a store that's no longer here in McMinnville.
Oh, okay. We're going to take another caller real quick. Good morning. You're on Town Talk.
Well, good morning.
Hey,
How
Steve.
are you?
Well, you started talking about Smokey Rogers. I think he played for Spade Cooley.
That's what I was thinking.
He was in this. I've got a record here somewhere where Smokey Rogers is listed on the credits on 2 or 3 songs. I also have a big CD set. I think you mentioned something about box sets.
Yes.
I've got a something you might be interested in. It's a Bob Wills CD set that has probably about, I don't know, 100 songs on it.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
I do like Bob Wills, the Texas Playboys.
Yeah. Well, you could borrow this, and
Yeah.
there might be a bunch of songs on there that you haven't heard.
I'm game.
Yeah, there's 100 plus songs on this, and I also have something that's. Have you ever heard of the Willis Brothers?
I have.
I've got a great album cover. They're sitting around an old jukebox with an accordion, fiddle, and guitar
It's right up my alley.
on the front. One of the songs on this record is "Somebody Knows My Dog."
Well, you know.
Have you heard it?
I don't think I've heard somebody. No, I don't know. No, when I think of them, I think of "Give Me 40 Acres" and "I'll Turn This Rig Around" was a big hit that the Willis Brothers had.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I'll put these out and I'll drop them by the radio station sometime.
Yeah, I'd love to borrow those and give them a spin.
Nice. Yeah.
Sure. See you later.
Thanks,
Thanks, Steve.
All right, bye.
All
It's
right.
no ticket from a Fraley's giveaway, but I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, that's right up your
That's
alley.
right up my alley, 100%.
Exactly. Yeah. So lots to look forward to on the Justin
Yeah.
Reed Show. Got the 90s at 9 coming up here in just a few minutes. So you can
And
tune on
today's
over to Wow Country for that.
Tuesday.
Yes.
I have my final pair of Bristol tickets giveaway at 11. So what I've been
okay.
doing is I've been playing a Marty Robbins song at 11 because
Mm-hmm.
he used to drive race cars. That's an excuse to play a Marty Robbins song.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that'll be right at the 11 o'clock start.
All right.
And Whistle Britches, don't we get to visit with Tim Hitchcock today?
I was about to say.
We do get a visit with Tim
Yeah.
Hitchcock today from 5 to 6.
Hey, Hitchcock, you can tune in this afternoon.
Is he going to be on Facebook with this one or not?
A video will get published to Facebook around
Okay.
5 o'clock.
All right.
That's what I need to know.
Cool. So you can listen to Hey Hitchcock this evening. And coming up at 9 on WBMC, we'll also have Simmons Says with Jeff Simmons coming in. So
And you know who we have tomorrow, Raven?
we have Chris Sullins as our special guest for tomorrow.
All right, that's enough teasing. We have just a few seconds.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's show, but today's been a great day.
Yes.
Thank you to everybody being
Thanks,
here
Sarah,
with us.
for stopping by.
Yes. We will be back tomorrow with more Town Talk. Everybody stay tuned.
I go out walking after midnight.